Witness News with news anchors Tina Hicks and John Favoli, Frank Malloy with sports, and Bill Powell with the weather. Middle Georgia's first choice in news, Eyewitness News.
And good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
A new man is in charge of the Macon Police Department tonight. Less than 24 hours after taking office, Macon Mayor Tommy Olmsted suspended Chief Jim Brooks and ordered Deputy Chief Charles Bishop to take over the chief's duties.
Well, Raymond Tubb is standing by live at City Hall with the latest developments on Brooks' removal from office. Raymond.
Well, John and Tina, Chief Brooks, well, it was announced by the mayor's office this morning that Chief Brooks had been suspended with pay and that the mayor was intending to launch an investigation into his handling of the police department. But then this afternoon, the police chief announced that he is going to be resigning on January the 1st of 1992. Now, that resignation announcement ends a relationship between the chief and the city that's had a lot of ups and downs. In 1984, the chief suspended himself without pay following a gambling investigation at a Fraternal Order of Police clubhouse in Jones County. In 1987, $3,000 disappeared from an evidence safe and then reappeared. He was caught driving after drinking in 1988 and fined by the mayor. There was a city council probe in 1990 and controversy after Ronnie Bulldog Martin was killed by officers after Martin rushed them with a gun and a hatchet. But Brooks is well respected in the law enforcement community. The city's police department is accredited and one of the top in the state. He's brought in the latest technology, and his community involvement approach to fighting crime has gained nationwide attention. And joining me now live is Chief Brooks. And Chief, it looks like, unfortunately, that as far as the city council members were concerned and the new mayor, that the number of downs outweigh the number of ups, and I guess that culminated in your resignation this afternoon. What led you to decide to finally resign?
I think it's incumbent upon a police chief to know when a mayor and council has a different philosophy. I think that it's incumbent upon him also to give a new mayor the opportunity to have the man as a police chief that he wants. One thing that's real important is that the mayor and the police chief work together very closely. And I believe that it's time to put a lot of these open wounds, clean them out and let them close back, and let's move on. A lot of major problems facing our city, and we need to give them an opportunity to resolve some of those.
Did you reach any kind of special financial agreement with the city or anything?
We did what was fair to the city and what was fair to me, and certainly I look back on my tenure here and I look at national accreditation. More importantly, we are seeing a declining crime rate, and we're looking at the implementation of community-oriented policing. Those kinds of things you've got to be proud of if you're a police chief.
So are you going to get any severance agreement, anything like that from the city?
Well, I think that it would be the time would be a lot better spent with you if I'm just real honest with you and tell you that I appreciate the opportunity to have served the city for the last 17 years in a variety of capacities, and it's a real honor to have served.
Where do you go from here?
Well, there are a number of opportunities, and some of them are in the private sector, some are in the public sector. I've been in the public sector just about all my life. I have a master's degree in public administration, but I believe that there are probably some business opportunities. And until this issue tonight was resolved, I didn't think it was incumbent upon me to make any commitment to anybody. So I will be looking for a job and hoping to get the best out of that.
All right, Chief, thanks so much for joining us. I know it's had to be a tough day for you, and I do appreciate you taking time out to see us. Now, in the interim, between the chief's resignation taking effect on January the 1st, and now the assistant or deputy police chief will be running the department, that is Charlie Bishop, and then I guess the wheels are already starting for the city council and the mayor to find a police chief to take over Chief Brooks' position. John and Tina, it's something we'll have to keep an eye on over the next few weeks. Back to you.
Thank you. Raymond Tubb live at Macon City Hall saying that Macon Police Chief Jim Brooks has resigned. Well, one of the people involved in the long-running controversy between the chief and city council is Jim Lee. He is the chairman of the city's Public Safety Committee.
And Councilman Lee is in the Eyewitness newsroom now with a reaction to the suspension or resignation of Chief Brooks. Mr. Lee, just today, Tommy Olmsted asked for an investigation on Chief Brooks, but now that Brooks is, in essence, out of office, does that close the book on the chief?
John, it would appear to me that this would close the book on any possible investigation. The chief appears to have presented an ordinary resignation. I commend him for his action. I think it's belated, but I certainly commend him for his action and the words he just said. I think that his resignation is in the best interest of the people. It's certainly in the best interest of the department. I think that we will see a surge of morale in the department. I think that the administration now will move expeditiously in an effort to find the best possible person to fill that position, whoever that person might be.
We've already asked the mayor this question. Now we want to pose the question to you. Any names floating around for a new police chief?
None that I know of. There has been one name published as a possibility, but I know of no candidates who might have any edge of any kind. The mayor has spelled out what he plans to do in the way of forming a selection committee and a screening committee to look at the candidates for the position, and I may or may not be a part of that screening committee, but we will move as quickly as we can to evaluate all of the candidates and try to get the very best qualified person possible for the department.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilman Jim Lee, for joining us this afternoon. We do apologize for the microphone problems that we're having.